Welcome back to the KBIS Friday afternoon G+ Hangouts. We've been off air, I guess, for a couple months since the show, but we're restarting the program again, and we're very excited to be here on Friday, May 30th. We have with us today, we have Brian Pagel, who's the Vice President of the Kitchen and Bath Division of Emerald Expositions. We have John Petrie, the NKBA 2014 President, and we also have a special guest, a 30 under 30 from last year, from actually this year, from 2014, Molly Switzer, who is from Precision Countertops in Portland, Oregon, and we're really thrilled to have you here. So we have a lot to talk about today. We're going to be talking about what NKBA is doing for the summer. There's lots of deadlines and initiatives going on. So we're going to be talking about Voices from the Industry, the opening of the 2015 Design Competition, and the 30 under 30 program. So, John, I understand actually it's 1 o'clock. The Voices from the Industry applications just wrapped up literally an hour ago. So what that means to us is we're starting to get into the thick of things for KBIS 2015. And I know we're all super excited about that.
You know, we are, Leanne. It is really hard to believe, right? 5 months of the year are gone, and we're heading into summer. Our Voices of the Industry topic, you know, the application process is now closed, and we are anxious to review those submissions over the next couple of weeks. It was such a well-attended conference last year. You know, in fact, all of the sessions last year for our Voices from the Industry were sold out before the show even opened. So this year, we're looking to expand our Voices from the Industry conference to over 100 sessions this year. They are incredible learning opportunities for everyone in the kitchen and bath industry.
John, speaking of everyone in the industry, let's talk about some folks that might be a little bit younger than us. Tell us a little bit more about the applications for the 2015 30 under 30 program.
Well, you know, I'm glad you said just a little younger than us. It makes me feel better. Yes, June, Brian, is going to be a very incredibly busy month for us. The nominations for our 30 under 30 program, well, you know, they open on June the 16th. So we encourage everyone over the next few weeks to think about applying or nominating a young professional that you might think is appropriate for that spot. It's also great today that we actually have Molly here with us, that she can talk about the benefits of being part of that group.
Yes, Molly, thanks again, and just a special shout out. She actually got up very early this morning to meet with us about our hangout today, so you get a special gold star today, Molly. As we know, you were a part of the 2014 group from Design and Construction Week this year. And since the application process is opening up, I guess, in 2 weeks, this is probably a time where a lot of people are thinking about it, or other people are thinking about nominating someone in their company. Can you share what your motivation was to apply last year when you were looking at 2014?
Absolutely. I've actually been in the industry for 9 years. I've been coming to KBIS for the past 9 years, and the opportunity came up that I could meet with 29 other individuals that were in the kitchen and bath industry with like-minded and like-aged was very appealing to me. Plus, it was awesome because the exposure is amazing. You can't really beat that. And a free trip to Vegas. She's going to say no to that. And also, obviously, the opportunity to meet with a lot of seasoned professionals in our industry and really get to sit down and talk business and talk shop with them was a great motivation.
So you applied, you obviously got accepted, and you came to Vegas, which is wonderful. So I'm guessing you were pretty happy that you sent that application in.
Yes, absolutely.
What was the experience like? Could you tell us a little bit about that, and maybe even expand upon how it has enriched your career since the show?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, it was a one-of-a-kind experience. We had amazing vendor treatment. They really listened to our voices and our opinions, which is obviously why we were there. And we got to learn a lot from them as well about how the industry is shaping up. Also, you know, we created some amazing partnerships with the other 29 individuals, and as cheesy as it sounds, they're lifetime friendships. It's like a family. We have a sounding board for all kinds of, industry-related questions and everything. As far as reflectance on my career, my company Precision Countertops has done just an awesome job of really getting the news out to our clients and our little database of contractors and affiliates, and they know the value of it, and they really pushed for the knowledge of our clients to know that I have that. So they like to tell all of my new clients, about my award, and then on top of that, all of my subcontractors really appreciate it. They tell all of their clients, you're working with an award-winning, great designer, and she's part of this awesome individual team that is really giving headway to the industry. So it's been awesome.
That's fantastic. And I'm going to ask you this question. I'm thinking the answer is yes. You are going to join us as a 2014 alumni at the 2015 show, correct?
Absolutely. I don't think you could keep me away.
Sounds good. Now, John, as we know, the application's open on June 16th. And I know the NKBA takes time to review all of the applications for this program. Could you just tell the audience the kind of characteristics that perhaps the NKBA looks for when they're choosing their 30 under 30?
Absolutely, sure. It's really anyone in the industry who has an interest in furthering their career in the kitchen and bath industry. Obviously, they need to be under 30. Someone who is willing and excited to participate in the events, the pre-events that happen, the event itself, and then the post-event activities. And then lastly, I would say that we're looking for outgoing, passionate individuals who are eager to network with new colleagues and expand their presence in the kitchen and bath world.
I'll tell you, John, this is probably one of the best programs I've seen in any trade show in quite some time, and I certainly look forward to the batch of 2015 30 under 30. Another exciting initiative we have coming up is the 2015 Design Competition, which, if I'm correct, the application process starts on Monday, June 2nd. I know we've got some changes to that process this year. I was wondering if you could go ahead and tell us what's new about it.
Sure, I'd be glad to. First and foremost this year, the submission form will be online, which really will streamline the process. But let me take you through a few key points that make it easy as possible for anyone entering the competition. You'll find the online entry form at nkba.org/competition. Once you submit your online entry form, you'll be able to download it into a PDF format. You can review the instructions on the PDF, you can complete the checklist, and fill in the required signatures. Thereafter, you'll be able to mail your entry into NKBA headquarters along with your design statement, your photographs, your floor plans, and your elevations. Here's something that's really neat. From there, this new online feature will allow you to track the status of your project. From receiving an email, once your entry is received and submitted at NKBA, and then once your packet is received through NKBA headquarters, you'll be able to track that through that process. Additionally, you'll also be able to save a draft of your submissions to make changes before you submit it. So as you're filling it out, you don't have to fill it out all at one time. You can save a draft and then continue that later. But just a reminder to watch now for the design competition stuff, right? It starts on Monday, June the 2nd, as Brian had said, and it runs through August the 1st. But watch for it on our social spaces because we'll be advertising it through those spaces as well to encourage people to get out and get involved. It's a fabulous program.
Yes, it is, and that's great. And with the show being in January this year, timelines moved up just a little bit, but we all know the design competition winners really get a lot of national media support. And there is the award ceremony at KBIS in 2015, and I guess we're giving away cash prizes of $10,000, so be sure to submit those great kitchen and bath projects.
Okay, we're going to try and be brief today because we have covered a lot of information. We did talk about the voices from the industry, and everyone who applied, be watching for that. The 30 under 30, thanks Molly for your input on that, and the 2015 design competition. These are such important programs that run during KBIS 2015, so we're very excited about everything. But Brian, I know you did, when we were talking this morning, you did want to mention something else that's coming up that people really need to be aware of.
Yeah, certainly there'll be a lot of information coming out about 2015, but in particular I want to remind everyone that housing opens next week. So if you want to book your hotel room early, please go on to KBIS.com. We'll be starting that process. And since there will be so much happening in Las Vegas between surfaces, the International Market Center, obviously KBIS, the home builders, we want to make sure that we can go ahead and accommodate our industry to the best of our ability. So remember, housing does open next week.
Okay, that's very important. Everyone obviously needs a place to stay during KBIS. So as I mentioned before, we're kicking off our calendar. We're going to be a little bit sporadic with the Hangouts over the summer. Will be every Friday come September, so we're just working out scheduling mostly people's holidays and people taking time off. So we're working that out, covering key points over the summer. Our next Hangout, we're just confirming the dates, but Brian, our next Hangout, we have some pretty cool guests. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, we do. We have our friends at Home Advisor. They'll be joining us, specifically the CEO of Home Advisor, Chris Terrell. He's going to be telling us a little bit about a new product that they've launched called Design Mind. We're going to be taking some time talking about how the design community can leverage this tool from the design perspective. So I think it's going to be great stuff.
Awesome. Okay, so once again, we're talking 30 under 30, and we're talking that opens up June 16th. The design competition that opens up on Monday, which is very exciting. You'll see that we're just messaging that out on the social spaces now. And I think that's it. I just wanted to thank Brian, my co-host Brian, and John, you're always a welcome guest on the KBIS G+ Hangouts. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Molly, thanks so much for your enthusiasm and all the great input on 30 under 30. We're hoping everyone is getting their applications ready because, as we heard from you, it's such a fabulous program to be a part of. So everyone have a good weekend, and thanks very much from the KBIS team.
Thanks, Leanne.